Hello, friends. As my canoe gently glides through the waters of the Indus River, I feel a deep connection to this ancient land that once flourished along its banks. The landscape stretches endlessly around me, vast, fertile plains, towering mountains, and the life-giving river that nurtures it all. Today, let me take you on a journey through the geography of the Indus Valley civilization, an area that shaped the destiny of one of the world's earliest urban centers. The Indus Valley civilization, which thrived over 4,000 years ago, covered an extensive region, making it one of the largest ancient civilizations. It was primarily situated in what we now know as Pakistan and northwest India. As I paddle along, I can't help but notice how the natural geography of this region played a crucial role in the growth and success of this civilization. The heart of the Indus Valley was the Indus River itself. The river, with its annual flooding, deposited rich, fertile silt on the land, creating ideal conditions for agriculture. Crops such as wheat, barley, and cotton flourished in these plains, forming the backbone of the Indus economy. The river not only provided water for irrigation, but also acted as a vital trade route, linking the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro with distant lands, including Mesopotamia. To my right, the vast desert stretches across the landscape. The Thar Desert, to the southeast of the Indus Valley, is a reminder of the harsh, arid conditions that bordered the region. On the other side, to the northwest, the towering mountains of the Hindu Kush and the Himalayas provide a natural barrier, protecting the valley from invasions and harsh weather conditions. These mountains also acted as a source of fresh water, as the melting snow fed the many rivers that ran through the valley. As I pass under the shade of a tree along the riverbank, I think about how the geography shaped the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. The region was a perfect blend of fertile plains and natural resources, which made it possible for these great urban centers to flourish. The natural resources, such as clay, stones, and minerals from the mountains, were utilized in the construction of their buildings, drainage systems, and even art. What's fascinating is how the Indus people adapted to their surroundings. The civilization grew up along the banks of the Indus and its tributaries, such as the Ghaggar Hakra, which once ran through what is now Rajasthan. The rivers and their flooding patterns dictated how the cities were built and how agriculture was organized. Despite the immense power of nature, the Indus Valley people learned to harness it for their benefit. The periodic flooding of the river ensured the fertile plains remained productive, while the rivers themselves acted as lifelines for trade and communication. But it wasn't just the fertile plains and rivers that allowed the civilization to thrive. The geography also influenced the construction and planning of the cities. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, two of the most prominent cities, were both strategically located along the river, providing easy access to trade routes and water. The cities were built in a way that took advantage of the geography to ensure proper drainage and flood control. Harappa, for instance, is said to have been designed in a grid-like pattern, a remarkable feat of urban planning for its time, and it stood on an elevated platform to protect it from floods. As my canoe glides through the calm waters, I begin to think about the geography's deeper impact on the culture of the people. The Indus River, which provided both nourishment and protection, was central to their worldview. It was the lifeblood of the civilization, influencing everything from their trade routes to their agricultural practices, even shaping their religious beliefs. The rivers and mountains formed the backdrop of their daily lives and played a crucial role in the growth and sustenance of their cities. But there's also a sense of mystery about the geography of this region. The once thriving cities of the Indus Valley began to decline, and their fate is still largely unknown. Was it a change in the course of the river, a shift in climate, or perhaps a natural disaster that caused the collapse of these cities? As I sit here in my canoe, I can only wonder how the geography might have shaped their fall as dramatically as it shaped their rise. I look around once again at the peaceful landscape of the Indus River, and I realize that the geography, with all its complexity and beauty, was both a gift and a challenge to the people who lived here. It provided them with everything they needed to build a thriving civilization, yet also posed risks that eventually became too great to overcome. As I paddle forward, the water ripples gently under my canoe, and I am reminded of the passing of time, time that has shaped both the land and the people who once called it home. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the geography of the Indus Valley. The natural landscape that once cradled this great civilization is a testament to the power of nature in shaping human history. In our next episode, we'll explore the urban planning marvels of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, where these geographic advantages were turned into some of the earliest examples of city design. Stay tuned as we uncover how these ancient cities were laid out and organized to thrive in such a challenging environment.